My older brother Jake is 19, and I am 15. We have always been close, but lately, things felt off. He started coming home late, smelling like expensive cologne that he definitely couldn't afford on a barista's salary. Then came the mysterious gifts: a vintage leather jacket, a brand new electric guitar, and weekend trips he claimed were for band practice. Our parents bought it. They thought he was finally finding his passion. But I knew the truth, because I found the plane tickets hidden in his sock drawer. They were for a 2-week trip to Paris. And the second name on the itinerary was Mr. Harrison, his former high school choir director. A man who was 42 years old. Jake begged me to keep quiet. He said I didn't get it. That this man saw his true potential, that they were soulmates. He even packed a duffel bag, ready to walk out the door if our parents found out and lost it. He was not scared of them being mad. He was terrified of losing the one person he thought truly understood him. The bomb dropped on Sunday. We were eating dinner. Mom was rambling about her book club. Dad was focused on the football game. Jake, looking paler than a ghost, took a deep breath and blurted it out. I am moving to Paris with Mr. Harrison. The silence was deafening. You could literally hear the refrigerator humming. I squeezed my eyes shut, bracing for the explosion. But it never came. Dad didn't yell. Mom didn't cry. Instead, Dad carefully placed his fork on his plate, stared dead at Jake, and his voice dropped to a terrifying whisper. The choir director? Jake nodded, tears welling up in his eyes, launching into a rehearsed speech about love and maturity. But Dad completely ignored him. He turned to Mom and said, "Get my phone." Mom didn't hesitate. She grabbed it but didn't hand it to him. Instead, she dialed a number herself, locked eyes with Jake and said, "Yes, I need to speak to the superintendent's office immediately, and then connect me to the local precinct." Jake panicked. "No, stop! He loves me!" he screamed, but his voice broke. By 11 p.m., 2 detectives were in our living room. They gently asked Jake questions he didn't want to answer, questions about when this really started. When Jake finally admitted it began when he was 17, the whole house seemed to freeze. His duffel bag stayed right by the front door. Dad ended up carrying it back to his room around 2 in the morning. They didn't scream, they didn't kick him out, they just protected him. The investigation is still happening. Jake is barely speaking, but every night, I hear him quietly crying in his room, and all I can do is wait for him to stop.